Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're all doing well and having a really great day. In this video, I want to talk about the Ravencoin halving, which is going to be coming up in a couple days here as of recording this video. So 4 days and 14 hours. I'll have a link down below so you guys can see when that's going to happen for you when you see this video. It may have already happened if you see this video later, but it's a pretty monumental event for us crypto miners, as you know, we're all speculating a lot of different things, which I do want to talk about in this video. And I also want to update you guys on my solo mining rigs and also my 3070 Ti rig, which has been mining Ravencoin straight for the past 4 to 5 months now. And I want to show you guys how much Ravencoin that rig has mined up until now. Okay, and so we're going to talk about the profitability of that and just a lot of different things regarding Ravencoin. And before we begin, thank you for today's sponsor, Octominer. They have been so awesome. You guys know I have a bunch of these Octominer server cases, and recently I have ordered about 20 of these X8 Ultras. I cannot wait to set them up, as I guess upcoming with Ethereum moving to proof of stake, there's a lot of other algorithms out there that are going to be a bit more power hungry, such as Ravencoin. And so the Kapow algorithm actually is pretty hot. As you guys know, the GPU is being utilized on both ends from the core and memory. And so the GPU can get pretty hot, especially in open air rigs. So a server case, such as an Octominer server case here, would be a great alternative to cool your GPUs. I think this is a great way. And so I guess down the road, you guys will see me do a lot of videos transitioning my open air rigs into Octominer server cases, and I'll be testing out all the temperatures and all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much, Octominer. If you guys are interested, link down below to their server cases. Okay, let me quickly explain what the halving is, and then I want to get into, you know, the profitability for us miners and a bunch of other stuff. So first, for those that don't know what the Ravencoin halving will be about, it is basically going to reduce the block reward from 5,000 Ravencoin to 2,500. Okay, so if you do the math there, and if you are, you know, for example, mining on a mining pool, Ravencoin mining pool, you will then be basically cut in half in terms of the rewards of Ravencoin. Okay, so assuming the price of Ravencoin stays the same come the halving, then your profitability is basically just going to be cut in half. Okay, so if that makes sense to you guys or not. The block times for Ravencoin will still be a minute around there. And also what I want to touch on real quick here is what is the importance of the Ravencoin halving according to CoinGecko. So they say here, if you are a trader, expect volatility during this period. If you are a miner, expect to earn lower mining rewards. All right, so that is what I wanted to go through a bit more right now. So 4 days from now, around there, you know, for example, let me just grab a GPU here. Let's grab a 3070 Ti, and we're on what to mine, and we can see that Ravencoin is the most profitable coin on a 3070 Ti right now. Let's do another GPU. Let's do a 3080 Ti. Let's see what this says. This says, oh, Ravencoin, look at that. It's beating Ethereum by, you know, a good 20 cents or so if you were mining Ravencoin. Now, this is going to happen on, I guess, a lot of the, you know, NVIDIA cards. Okay, so let me do a 3060 just to see how it's like here. So, oh, Ravencoin is $2 and Conflux is next, 0. Eternity, nice hash Ravencoin. Look at that. And Ethereum is in 5th or 6th place here. Wow, that's something that I haven't seen for a long time. But if we do AMD cards, I guess a lot of people that have AMD cards here, we can tell that Ethereum is still going to be a little bit more profitable than Ravencoin, not by much here, 30 cents profit after 10 cents kilowatt hour. So that's on a 6800. Let's do a 6600 XT, assuming these hash rates are good. What to mine says here, 15. So I can get about 17 on mine and like 90 watts. So that is a bit off. And yeah, it looks like Ethereum is still a little bit more profitable than Ravencoin on a 6600 XT, but not by much, So you guys can see the numbers there. Right before the halving, Ravencoin is profitable right now. Now, this is where it comes in, where I want to talk about just we're gonna speculate here, and this is just, you know, I have to have a disclaimer here. Okay, guys, like halvings don't necessarily mean price appreciation. All right, as a lot of people think that it might happen. And don't get me wrong, I'm a crypto miner that hopes that Ravencoin will go up in price, right? Who doesn't want that? All of us miners want that, right? Let's not kid ourselves here. But just the reality of other halvings that I've seen in the past hasn't done that, right? For even like Litecoin recently, I would say the past 2 years, they had a halving, Litecoin had a halving, and nothing happened. Like the price actually went down after the halving. So more so though, the price did go up after about, I think, 3 months or so. But to go back to Ravencoin, I don't know if the price of Ravencoin is gonna go up, right? That's what everyone is hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. But to speculate here of looking at Ravencoin price right now, which is about 12 cents, almost 13 cents as of recording, is it going to be able to go back to its recent all-time high, which was back in April 14th of almost 24 cents, I believe, 25 cents back in April, right? And things were extremely high during those times, especially with Ethereum and Bitcoin. And as of recording right now, I think the market took a bit of a dip. Bitcoin's 43,000, but Ravencoin though, it's still relatively high as it was before this run up of when Bitcoin went to 60K. So you can see Ravencoin had a massive jump from like 1 cent all the way to 25 cents in a short period here. So whether or not there's going to be a market making event that could pump Ravencoin double at least to remain profitable, to remain on the what to mine lists here, right? Because the difficulty for Ravencoin, once the halving happens, it's going to drastically drop the profitability, especially if the Ravencoin price stays the same. Now, if the price of Ravencoin went up, let's say double, then that will then hopefully maintain the profitability for Ravencoin, assuming the difficulty, the network hash rate for Ravencoin stays the same, all these different variables that, the equilibrium that we see on what to mine of the fiat number. So right now, Ravencoin hash rate is 9.32 terahash, which is definitely not as it was back in March or April, right? The reason why it was really high during these times, February, March, April, was what I just talked about. Ravencoin went up to like 25 cents or something. But now, as the hash rate did come down because of the price, and then it came back up again, and look, it's going back up again because the price of Ravencoin and what we've been seeing on what to mine, miners are flocking over and mining Ravencoin. Okay, so on a 3060, and we can see here Ravencoin is most profitable. So there's probably people moving over to Ravencoin right now because it is profitable. So what am I speculating? I think you guys are gonna ask me, Red Panda, what do you think is gonna happen? And to be honest, I don't think Ravencoin is gonna have that major price jump. I know, like I said, I want it to happen, but inside, like the reality for me, I just, depending on Bitcoin, I just don't see it going up right now. Maybe later on in 2022 this year, I think Ravencoin could potentially do something more. But again, that's just speculating, not financial advice. We have no idea if that's going to happen. So that's where I stand right now. So there, let me know what you guys think is going to happen to the Ravencoin price, mining profitability, the hash rate, right? All that stuff after the halving here. Okay. So in 4 days, we could either see a lot of volatility in the price, either up or down, and we'll just see how that goes. Okay, so that's all we can do. There's nothing else we can do other than just speculate. I mean, I think this whole year for us crypto miners that we are definitely been speculating that Ravencoin is going to carry the crypto mining community, the ecosystem, because as we know, Ethereum is going to be moving off to proof of stake, right? That's like the biggest thing. Anyways, guys, I want to talk about my solo mining adventure on a couple of rigs here. Okay, so I have 3 test rigs. I have 2 RTX 3090s and 4 5700s. And so there was one block that I found back on November 20th, 2021. That was on my 3090. And since then, I haven't found anything. And I'm going to make another update video about this next week because I'm still solo mining on those 6 GPUs. Since then, though, I have not found a block because also how many miners are on 2 miners right now? Over 1,000. So when I started, it was at 300. And so a lot of you guys moved over and damn it, I shouldn't have made that video. I should have just made the video like now or something and tried to get more blocks, but just kidding. Anyways, I think this is a fun idea. It feels like if I don't find a block in the next couple days, then it's gonna suck. And so what I was trying to gamble on or risk is I was trying to get a 5,000 Ravencoin block. Okay, that's what I was trying to do before the halving, but it looks like that's not the case. I don't know, there's still 4 more days. I could be lucky, who knows. Now there's another rig that I've been keeping track of. Some of you guys may have saw this video, is a 6x3070 Ti mining rig for Ravencoin, not Ethereum. So this was done about 4 or 5 months ago, and this rig itself, it's been mining Ravencoin straight, okay? And it's been doing really good. I will show you right now the total amount of Ravencoin I mined on this rig. 29,000, almost 30,000 Ravencoin. I probably have more on the minerpool.org right now. But anyway, 30,000 Ravencoin. Okay, so if we go to CoinGecko, I input this number here. It's about worth $3,700 worth. Okay, 37.33 USD. Now, am I broken even or, you know, ROI'd on this rig yet? No, because I paid about $7,000 on all the GPUs and all the hardware and all that stuff to get this whole rig going. So I'm not there yet in terms of breaking even, and I'm not even including the electrical cost in that $7,000 figure. So I will definitely keep you guys updated. I will still keep track of the numbers here. Obviously I'm mining to a single address, you guys can see here. So I mean, yeah, I just have to wait until after the halving. If, you know, there's major price appreciation on Ravencoin, then heck yeah, that's gonna be awesome. And if Ravencoin goes up double in price, for instance, then my holdings here technically would go up double, and then I would theoretically then be able to then say I broke even on this whole rig just by mining, right? Now, if I were to sell the hardware, then yeah, I would break even or ROI a lot faster, but I'm just doing it in a way as just mining it full time all the way up until breaking even. And then yeah, it's been just trucking along. All right, guys, now going along, I want to talk about some other things. I don't know if you guys are gonna stay for the rest of this video, but I just want to talk about what has happened with Ravencoin in the past. Okay, as looking at the network hash rate here, as some people may not remember, and this is really, it doesn't mean anything for the halving, but with Ravencoin's history in terms of algorithm is they started off with X16R, and they changed their algorithm to X16R v2, and this happened right here. Okay, I believe is in September 21st of 2019, and then there was a massive hash rate jump. Okay, ASICs. Apparently, there were a lot of X16R v2 ASICs on the network, FPGAs as well, I believe. And so they were mining Ravencoin, and it was really, really high. And lo and behold, Ravencoin had a hard fork of changing X16R v2 to Kapow, what it is today. And look at the massive hash rate drop off here. Kapow algorithm was implemented around May of 2020. Okay. And so the hash rate dropped real hard, and here we are today, right? Ravencoin hash rate hasn't gone up that crazy because Kapow algorithm is ASIC resistant, as it requires both core and memory dependency on the GPU. So an FPGA, an ASIC, you know, they basically would have to build a GPU in order to get that, you know, efficiency on this algorithm. So it's pretty good. Kapow has been pretty good for the past 2 years now, and just being dominant on GPUs. Okay, so just to give you guys that little history lesson of, you know, Ravencoin didn't always have Kapow. For miners coming in, you know, there was different algorithms, a mining algorithm on Ravencoin before, but now it's been Kapow, which is pretty hot. It can be pretty hot on a lot of the newer cards. So I've tried Kapow on a lot of my 30 series cards, and it's pretty hot, right? Don't get me wrong, it's pretty hot, and I'm sure you guys know it's based on the ProgPow algorithm. And so ProgPow, Kapow, FearoPow, these 3 coins here, they share the exact, pretty much similar hash rate and power consumption. Be mindful of when you're going to be mining Ravencoin, it's going to use a bit more power. You're going to output a lot more heat. And so that's just one thing I want to stress on. But one thing maybe fundamentally people don't know about Ravencoin, you create assets on Ravencoin and send it to one another. I actually did a video on this with SavageMine. SavageMine bought my RedPandaMining asset, and he owned it, but then he sent it to me, and we created some assets there. And man, that was really fun. That was really cool. Rest in peace, SavageMine, for those that don't know. But you know, Ravencoin, they do have a lot of other wallets out there. Okay, a lot of wallets that support Ravencoin. So one of my favorites, especially on my phone as like a hot wallet, is going to be like Trust Wallet. I really love Zelcore as my desktop wallet. I also use my Ledger hardware wallet with the Electrum wallet. Okay, so that's another great way to keep your private keys safe, you know, within your hardware wallet. So that's really cool about Ravencoin as well. A lot of different wallets compatible. And another thing I want to touch on with Ravencoin, right, is that Ravencoin is, they have no pre-mine. They didn't have a pre-sale, no ICO, nothing like that, compared to like, let's say Ethereum, right? Ethereum has had a pre-mine, right, of 72 million Ethereum, right? And so 60 million went to crowd sale, and then 12 million, I believe, went to the developers. And so as of right now, as of recording, as it stands, right, there is about let's see, 118 million Ethereum on the network now, all right, in terms of current supply. And so if you do the math here, like 72 million versus 118 that was pre-mined in the genesis of Ethereum, like, man, that's horrible, right? And so us miners that have been mining Ethereum for how long now? We've generated about 44, almost 47 million Ethereum, including the uncles here. And to top it all off, you guys know with Ethereum, they are burning the transaction fees. Okay, so there's 1.3 million Ethereum that has been burned now, and that's not going to the miners anymore. So I don't need to say anything else. I think you guys can get the idea here versus Ravencoin. Ravencoin did not have a pre-mine or anything like that. It's a fair launch, all right? And I think Ravencoin is definitely one of the greatest coins for the mining community, as I think a lot of the community is behind Ravencoin, especially myself, a lot of other content creators as well. And this is something I think will be here to stay for mining in the future, I believe. So anyways, guys, I think that's it. Let me know your thoughts about what I just talked about today. Let me know your thoughts of what's going to happen after the Ravencoin halving. All right, we can all speculate. Nobody has a crystal ball to know exactly what's going to happen. We can all say what could happen, but nobody knows the correct answer until it actually happens. But we all hope. I know that we all hope for, you know, obvious price appreciation. And if we're going to get that, so be it. That'll be awesome. But if we don't, then we're not going to be too surprised if it doesn't. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. Have a good one. Happy mining and peace out.